We have Jim Greenslade and also Gregory Moore, actually a surprise guest. Do you know this
it's
guy?
It's a surprise to Greg is what it is.
I barely know him.
Barely know him?
Yeah. I do associate with him. I call him my bodyguard.
All right.
Somebody
well, he looks kind of intimidating.
Yeah.
He keeps people away from the stars, right?
Yeah. Right.
Well, tell us about your Three Rivers Biker Church. How did that get started?
Well, I blame Danny Ponder. He's a local business.
It's good to blame Danny.
Yeah, Danny's a great guy. I used to go to Eastside and been on mission trips with Danny, and I used to be a pastor. I was up in Oakland for 15 and a half years at Hilltop Baptist up there. And Danny and them started the Cowboy Church. Mm-hmm. And I was saying something to him one day about, well, I don't have a church and I don't like I don't like horses, but I love motorcycles. And he said, nah, you wouldn't fit in. And we were flying down to Brazil, and while I was going down there, he said, what about a biker church? I'd never heard of one. Mm-hmm. And so I said, well, I don't know. And we kind of got busy in the mission trip, good doing things, and dropped it. And I didn't talk with him for probably maybe 6 more months. And we were at a seminar, and he wrote on a little piece of paper, biker church, and he slid it over to me.
Wouldn't get out of his mind.
He said, I couldn't get it out of my mind. And I thought, well, it'd gone out of mine. But people have... I don't know if we should have named the church a little different because they think we're a club. That we're a typical Baptist church. Mm-hmm. We're conservative. I've been to, y'all throw parties? No, we don't throw. Now we have
Baptist parties.
We have cookouts. Yeah, we love food and we love to eat.
A lot of eating.
But some people, the name biker kind of can give a bad connotation, and we've heard people start rumors about come out and see. You don't have to stay, but just come out one Sunday, see, and because we're the same every week. Mm-hmm. But
where are you located at?
We're in Gamaliel, right beside the Volunteer Fire Department, right on the highway.
Okay.
We're 3 miles north of the 101 bridge.
All right, so even people who are going to roll up in a little Kia Soul are welcome to a biker church. Yeah.
Well, probably half the people have motorcycles, the other half don't. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You don't have to have a motorcycle to come. And
you basically want to congregate with people that are like-minded.
Yes, and we have a fair amount of people who, like a smaller church, they don't feel comfortable, because we do have some hardcore bikers. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're real nice people, but they just love to ride.
They don't go for the pomp and circumstance. They just go for the common everyday person. Okay.
Yeah. And I said, well, you couldn't get much commoner preacher, because somebody said they liked the way I preach. I talked down on their level, and I said, it's because I am.
You are on the level.
I don't throw out a bunch of big words, but we believe the Bible and following it, and keeps us out of trouble.
Mm-hmm. And how long has this been going on? Is this fairly new?
3 years.
3 years, okay.
Actually, it was 3 years Father's Day. Mm-hmm. We started in town at the where the Cowboy Church started, there at the College Station gas station. There used to be a
there's a
little store over there. We started there, and the owner let us have it for free for 7 months. And then the church in Gamaliel was a Baptist church that had lost their pastor. The membership had dropped. And we have an associational missionary. And so he kind of got the two of us together and said, well, they've got 7 acres. They got a pavilion out back. And, could you guys join together? And so we... And when I first met, there was 5 women, and 1 man was all left in the church. And I thought, how's this going to work? Because I was used to going to Baptist churches, and the deacons would wear ties and coats and all this stuff. Yeah. And I walk in and see Bill. He's our treasurer and our anchor out there. But he's got tattoos up both arms and a big old mustache. And I looked at him and I said, this is going to work.
You fell in the comfort zone,
this is
probably.
Fit. Yeah. So... and we went out there. It'd be 3 years this December that we started out there. And they were gracious to us, and we changed the name, and they basically just gave us everything they had. The ground, the buildings, the bank account, everything.
Good.
They were very generous.
Is there anything you're doing that you want our viewers to know about, to invite them to come out to join with you?
We have this will be our 3rd annual benefit ride for the Arkansas Children's Home. Mm-hmm. The Arkansas Baptists have 2 children's homes, one down in Monticello and the other one in Harrison. A lot of people don't know that there's a boys' ranch in Harrison, which is very close, and we get involved with them. And we've had food drives for them. This will be the 3rd year that we've had a a one-day event where we get. Last year we had about 85 motorcycles, something like that. Close to 300 people. The first year we had maybe 50 people. It's growing every year. But we have free camping out there for folks that want to.
Where's this going to be? It's going to be at
It's going to be at the church.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's just a good day. This year we hope to have back a guy that shows archery to kids or adults too if they want to. He's a great archer. We have a guy that fly fishes and he teaches the kids how to flip and do the fly fishing. And we also had a guy that did quail hunting. And hopefully, he said he would try this year. Last year, he just came out and told about quail hunting, things like that. And he said, I didn't know y'all had 7 acres.
Yeah,
I'll bring my dogs and some quail and let the people watch the dogs work.
Yeah.
Because they're a lot of fun to watch the dogs.
That is interesting to watch.
Yeah.
The admission fee is, what, $10 or?
Yeah, it's $10 or a new toy.
Okay.
Yeah. All of the proceeds, we never have fundraisers for us. All of the proceeds, 100% goes to the children's home. And we split it between Monticello and Harrison. Okay. And if we get toys, a lot of toys, we get cash. It's already, I was listening to one of your other guests from Cotter, and they had already beat last year's fundraiser.
Right.
And we've already beat last year's fundraiser.
That's good to hear.
And we should, up until the 22nd, which is about 3 weeks away, even get more. And like I said, it all goes to help the kids. I'm impressed by the people of Mountain Home and Baxter County and Fulton and Marion County because we're running into there's fundraisers all over the place, and people do get tired.
Sure they do. They're being hit up all the time for something.
Yeah, businesses and things like that are just constantly not harassed, but after all summer long, you feel like it might be harassment.
When you leave, I'm sure there's someone else coming in right behind you.
Right.
Yeah. But,
now, did I fade out while you mentioned there was a chance to win a 2006 Triumph motorcycle? Did you mention that? And I faded out. Good. Because I didn't think
We're raffling off for $5 a ticket a 2006 Triumph 900 motorcycle.
Okay.
And it's a nice bike. It's a good bike. And we're also raffling off a couple of rifles. Those tickets are $1 a piece. And
now, where can we buy raffle tickets at?
You can buy them at the church. We will also be at the fair. That's a good point.
Okay.
We will have a booth at the fair. We'll be there every day.
Good.
And we'll have the motorcycle there so they can see it, and the rifles
and
there.
The fair parade's tonight, isn't it? Isn't the fair parade tonight? Wednesday?
Next week.
Next week. Okay, next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they'll see us at the booth to buy tickets. Of course, they can come out and buy tickets. We'll draw that day, but they'll have a chance if they wanted to buy a ticket that day. We didn't print over 1,000 tickets for either one of them, so their odds of winning are better than like the lottery. It's one in what 200 million or something.
Right.
But
Triumph's a good bike.
Yeah, they're a good bike, and I think they really enjoy it. But we have a lot of fun. We have free food that day. Your $10 or your toy will get you a free meal, and we plan on barbecuing a pig in the ground like all night long, so it should be really tender. We have live music that's part of the entertainment. Hope to have a bouncy room for the kids. This is very kid friendly.
Okay.
We had it last year, and I'll talk to the guy and I hadn't heard back from him, but so they can go bounce themselves.
Right, sure.
Now, how long is the ride? I don't see that on here anywhere.
The rides they're about 45 minutes. There's 2 rides, and they start one of them in Yellville at Fred's Dollar Store at 9:30. And then they just ride into the church. The other one starts over in Fulton County at Salem Park, which is right on the highway.
Okay.
And they both leave at 9:30, and they both get to the church about 10:15.
Okay.
And of course, people can come in their cars. Like I said, there's never a requirement that you
have to. You don't have to participate in the ride itself.
Correct. Yeah.
You can.
Most of the people just show up. I'd say less than half ride in on their bikes. But,
everybody else comes in and just hangs out and has a good time.
We're supposed to have the AirVac helicopter this year. Going to come and stay a couple hours, and
weather permitting, and if they're not on a call.
Yes.
Right.
Well, and if they're on a call, we're right beside the volunteer fire department, and there's a landing spot for the helicopter.
Yeah. Okay.
So they'll land right there, and if they got a call, they'll wave by and they'll be gone.
Bike raffle, bike show with trophies, and free food.
Do you ride, Gregory?
My bike actually will be ready on the 22nd.
Okay.
So you're planning on...
It's been a work in progress.
So you're going to ride that day?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
God willing, and if something else doesn't happen,
get it finished.
Get it finished.
Well, that's your motivation there.
Yeah. It's over at the pastor's house right now. We've been working on it for the last 3 weeks there.
At least.
And we're on the last process of putting on the lights, and it's going to be something.
So was it an older bike that you refinished, or?
It was a gift.
It was a gift that just needed to be polished.
Yes.
So, okay.
That's a good way of putting it.
For a Baptist or church term, it needed hands laid on it.
It needs hands laid on it.
Lots of hands.
Lots of hands. All right.
Before and after.
Yes.
So
we had a lot of help. The church, it's so much fun. The people are joyous. We love each other, and you couldn't ask for a better group of people to wake up Sunday morning with and be with.
Good. That's good.
But everyone's invited, bikers and non-bikers.
Everybody's, and again, like you said, it's not just for bikers. We're on 101, and we have people come down the highway. If you're on vacation and you normally go to church in your hometown, stop in, hear the word, meet good people, get back on the road, and go back. And then when you get home, say, I know where there's a good church at, and you won't be misled. Yeah. Come in and see us.
All right.
And we may be the only church in the country that has a motorcycle on the porch. Up on the porch.
Up on the porch. Okay.
Yeah. People stop and take pictures of it all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we appreciate you coming by. We're totally out of time. I apologize for that, but that's okay. Let people know that September 22nd, you can do this bike ride. It is to benefit the Arkansas Children's Home in Monticello and also in Harrison.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks so much for being here, guys. More information at the end of the show if you want to donate or get involved with this.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
And thank you for coming.